Hello, my name is Gustav and this is a preview of a new 5-axis cam tool that I'm working on for the PocketNC. So this is what you're greeted with when you open the app. Please note that it's very much work in progress. I start with adding an STL file of this motor mount here. I then go into my setups and operations, and I've added this chamfer operation here. The chamfer operation is the first type of operation that I'm adding support for. I then select the edges that I want to chamfer, and as you can see, I get the generated toolpath instantly. I then go into my tool library here to make sure that the tool I'm using is a flat end mill and that it has the correct dimensions. In the feeds and speeds tab, I make sure that the feed rate is correct. It was actually a bit too fast in this example. I can then change the width of the chamfer, and as you can see, the toolpath is updated accordingly. There is also this avoid platform checkbox, which splits the toolpath into several. For now, let's leave it off. Okay, so let's see how this toolpath looks in the PocketNC simulator. I'm using a 5mm end mill for this test. So let's enter this here and let's start the simulation. As you can see, right from the start, the A-axis limit is exceeded. But note that it only happens on the top edge of the part. The reason this is happening is that we're trying to cut a 45-degree angle, but the A-axis can only go to -25 degrees. So let's go back to the app, and this is where the avoid platform feature comes in. If we check it, the toolpath is split into multiple toolpaths so that the tool is never upside down relative to the B platform. And as you see, when we run this new toolpath in the simulator, we get two. So the first one takes care of the bottom edges, and then the tool retracts, and the top edges are cut from the other direction. And now no limits are exceeded. Let's look at the toolpath on the physical machine. Another feature of the chamfer operation is what I call the balance. And this is a value which you can change to align the tool with either of the adjacent surfaces to the edge. So in this case, I want to have a more shallow chamfer. Again, in order to avoid the axis limit of -25 degrees. As you can see from this video, the motion is quite choppy. And this is because I accidentally exported a low resolution STL file from my CAD software. The resolution of the STL file greatly influences the tolerances that you can hold. I ran this same operation on the 4 smaller holes on this side as well. So this is a more daring example. Here I use the avoid platform feature to keep the tool from going too close to the part. First, the top edge of the chamfer is done from this side. Then the part will turn and the other half of the chamfer will be done from the other side. In these cases, the PocketNC simulator is crucial to check for collisions. In this case, the avoid platform feature produced 2 extra tool paths, and this is not ideal and something I'm working on fixing. But as you can see, the end result is fine. I'm leaving you with the operation from the first screen grab of the video in its entirety. Thank you for watching this preview of my little application, and subscribe and keep an eye out on future updates if you're a PocketNC user and interested in this kind of tool. Thank you for watching.